Yo, what's up, everyone? My name is ECKO. I've just been given all the information for the next update in Pixel Gun 3D. A little bit surprised with this because the developers have given me this 2 weeks early. We still have 2 weeks of the current Pixel Pass. We still have the current event going on. Nonetheless, we have all the information you need to know. I've seen a lot of the other Pixel Gun creators saying we are getting new modules. I have an update on that situation. It's actually not true, but we will go through all that information in this video. Starting with the background, you will see when you load up Pixel Gun 3D in the next update, this is called the Mushroom Banner 004. Now, I've said this once, I'll say it again. Pixel Gun 3D do an incredible job on their skins, and I'm going to show you a bunch of them in today's video. Now, you'll notice that each of these characters are actually holding weapons. This is a weapon, this is a weapon, so is this, and so is this. Kind of looks like a mushroom or a flower shotgun. Now, with that being said, the next update is actually going to be all about planet Earth, nature, trees, animals, etc. And I absolutely love that because I love nature and I absolutely love animals. This is one of the main backgrounds. It says playing for the planet. And here is our beautiful planet, which we are currently on right now, planet Earth. And the next one we have is a mushroom background. This is going to be the background for the upcoming lottery. Again, they do a great job with their artwork in this game. Moving on to the player avatars, the skins that you can collect in this update. This is the Avatar ECKO, ECO, Sentinel icon. And this is a player featuring some animals. We have a lemur, we have a panda, and we have a monkey. Then we have a beetle skin. This is titled Avatar _ hallucinogenic _ beetle icon. This one is Avatar Celine Golden Pollen skin. I wonder if this is going to be like an elite tier one. I always try and pick out the elite tier ones versus the ones that you would get if you purchased the Pixel Pass. To me, this feels like the skin that you would get if you purchased a Pixel Pass. Alongside this one, we also have this. Now, they are very similar in design. This one is Avatar Celine Shadow Glow Icon Big. And then we have Avatar Celine the Moth Queen Icon. So three of them actually representing the same type of design. This is Avatar Shroom King. Surely this has to be the elite tier one. Yo, that's like a hypno frog. That's awesome. Or maybe it's this one. This is just Avatar Tree with lots of E's. Interesting. Maybe you guys can leave some comments down below. Do you think this is elite tier, or do you think this one is? After that, we just have the robots available, which again is representing planet Earth, save the trees, and all that stuff. And then we have Royal Car Beetle Roller Icon. And those are the basic cosmetics and avatars. We do have a couple more. Some of them get a little bit weird. This is just going to be an icon for the lottery in 2 weeks' time. You know, when you tap on the event center and you've got the different icons on the left side. We do have another background. I actually missed this one. This is the Fungi Mystery Season. This might well be the main lobby background. Makes absolutely perfect sense. I really like the theme of this update. The one we have now and the upcoming one, they've actually been relatively impressive. I don't know what this is. I don't know what Pixel Gun are thinking, but this is graffiti _ froggy _ dance with a frog shaking its butt. Then we have the graffiti symbols. This is just nature dance, and this obviously shows you it's going to go up and down for its design. Then we have this. Love the design. They've started to use this to kind of symbolize Pixel Gun 3D. It just says Pixel Pass Robots Fungi Mystery Season. So a fungi mystery season. Okay. And then we have this, which is Shroom _ King, which again, I still think is going to be the elite tier weapon. And then we also have the lottery icons. Everybody's favorite, the weapons that will be available throughout the next Pixel Pass season. There is a lot to go through. Starting with this one, this is the Ancient Baobab icon. I've seen a bunch of other YouTubers mispronouncing this and not understanding what it is. A baobab is a giant tree. They are huge, really, really wide trees. And a lot of the weapons we're checking out today actually represent trees. This, to me, has to be a sniper. The only other option, in my opinion, would be a primary. I'm guessing this is going to be a melee weapon, and that is because it's called Beatles_wand_icon. It's either going to be a melee weapon, or it's going to be like the underwater whip, and it's going to be a special with a little bit of an extension. Because in the main background I showed you at the start of this, it kind of looked a little bit extended. But yeah, you can see the Beatles in their different form. I'm going to say it's a heavy weapon, only because this is the Dandelion_artillery. Talking about artillery feels like it's going to be a heavy kind of weapon. But I'm trying to figure out how this would actually work. Maybe this is like fired towards the enemies. Maybe it's going to be something like a cluster bomb. So I'm intrigued with this one. And a brand new gadget will be introduced. It's this. This is the Hypno Frog. Kind of reminds me of Futurama. If you know, you know. Now, with that being said, how do I think this is going to work? Well, I think it's going to hypnotize players where it's going to spin them facing a different direction. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I think this right here is going to be like a symbol that you'll see on screen, kind of like weakness and blindness, and then it's going to spin you around in a different direction. I could be completely wrong. This is honestly one of those gadgets I actually have no idea how it's going to work. But I do like Pixelgun 3D introducing more gadgets. With that being said, though, they still need to go and revisit the older gadgets because everybody's still using the same ones. This is going to be a glider. This is glider_mystery bug. Then we have the moth_queens_gaze. Okay, so if the first one wasn't actually a sniper, this one definitely is. I wonder if this is the elite tier weapon. This is the moth fire catalyst. This is what it looks like. Some people have said they think it's a backup. Some people have said they think it's a heavy. Kind of looks like a matchbox, and these are the projectiles that you fire at players. This is called Mothing Devastator. I actually have no idea what category this would belong to. I would say the last one was a backup, and this one is going to be a heavy. But the design on this one looks truly incredible. We also have Pet Sea Treating Turtle and Pet Sea Treating Turtle Icon 1. Do we think this is actually a weapon, though? The only reason why I'm saying that is because it was actually holding something. So maybe it's something you have in your hands. But I actually wasn't sure. And here we go. Punching_mushroom. 100% gotta be a backup there. This is definitely going to be the elite tier weapon because they've been kind of advertising this 2 or 3 different times throughout today's video. And maybe another shotgun. It wouldn't surprise me if it was another backup shotgun style. Then we have the red list featuring a panda with some bamboo. This is going to be like a book. I've always enjoyed the book-styled weapons. From my guess, I would say a special weapon, but honestly, you could put the books in any kind of category. Then we have the weapon 1782 Flaming Birch. Again, birch representing a different type of wood. We had the baobab. We now have this one, although this should have a couple more black marks on it. I wonder if this is going to be a skin for the weapon that I showed you at the start of the weapons list. Kind of seems that way, because these look somewhat very similar, because this is weapon 1782 Glowing Night Bloom. One of them has to be the main weapon. If we go back to the start, one has to be the main weapon, and then one definitely, or 2 has to be skins. 3, possibly. There's so many different options here. Weapon 1782 Mystic Branch. Interesting. Has that got cobwebs on it? Oh, I kind of like that one. Yeah, so you're going to see this weapon a lot throughout the next Pixel Pass. You've probably seen a bunch of YouTubers talking about new modules being introduced. I can confirm that is not true, and I will back it up with some developer evidence in a second. However, I'm not opposed to new modules in Pixelgun 3D, but before they go ahead and introduce any new modules to Pixel Gun 3D, they need to rework the current ones. The current meta in Pixel Gun 3D is whoever has the best modules can spam the hardest. They haven't revisited modules, so I feel like this would have triggered a lot of people. Anyway, this is the module nature backup, and basically it just represents each category. I would love to have known the concept and the idea behind these possibly being introduced, because like I said, I'm not opposed to new modules, but before they do that, they gotta rework the current stuff. So this is Tori. She is the brand new community manager for Pixel Gun 3D. She said, "Hi, just wanted to follow up regarding the artwork of the modules. These modules are not planned for release, and the artwork made its way into the resource pack from a cancelled task. I'll be removing the artwork from there to avoid any confusion. Thanks for understanding." So that's the explanation behind them. It was from apparently a cancelled task. In the next update, we're going to be getting some special events, kind of like what we've seen this season. I've been relatively impressed because this has kept Pixel Gun 3D relatively fresh. I don't think there's going to be as many events as we had this season, but the next season will have two. They said mainly this update will bring us two new events. The final chapter of the intriguing Wandering that will wrap up its storyline, and a new existing event called Forest Clash. Now, the whole lore behind the previous events was a little bit confusing, I'll be honest. Chapter 3 of the intriguing Wandering, Mysterious Shining. Following the events of Chapter 2, Forest Defenders, the Tree of Life is restored, but the consequences of fire are still here. The whole forest is plunged into darkness. Players embark on a new adventure to gather shining flowers and light up the forest. Progression. Players earn shining flowers by gaining XP in battles, which fills the progress bar and unlocks valuable rewards. The duration of the event will be 10 days, so plenty of time to participate. Event entrance. A 3D object in the lobby that looks like an altar surrounded by flowers. The more shining flowers players bring to this altar, the more light comes from it, illuminating the forest. Main brand new rewards, a gadget, a weapon, and its skin. There's the confirmation. Okay, so yeah, if you want to get the brand new gadgets, you have to complete this event. As Mysterious Shining wraps up the grand intrigue and wandering storyline and players' long adventure, we aim to make this final chapter visually stunning. Not only that, it's also packed with great, easily obtainable prizes to reward players. Efforts in saving and restoring nature. This also ensures a meaningful conclusion to support the green initiatives we're all a part of, and I love that. We hope everyone enjoys the adventure, especially its final chapter, before diving into the next major event. They did a really good job with this. Again, Pixel Gun 3D have stepped up over the past couple of updates. Whether you agree or not, I think that is true. And like I said, it's nice to see that they're actually supporting a good cause, which is planet Earth. If we don't look after this planet, we're not going to be here. We have the brand new event. This is the Forest Clash. It will begin after the Mysterious Shining event ends. The developers said this event is a completely new experience for our players, unlike anything they've seen in Pixel Gun 3D before, featuring all new maps and fresh challenges. To progress through, the players must secure kills in matches, adding an extra layer of competitiveness to the event. It will be available for 17 days. A 3D object in the lobby that looks like a portal formed by a bent tree. The gameplay. The event consists of 4 maps that players need to complete. These maps are representing different forest biomes: meadow, thicket, swamp, and edge. Maps become available one by one upon players' progression. The first 3 maps have 12 areas each, but only 9 need to be unlocked to move to the next map. For those that unlock all 12 areas, there's an extra reward for completing the map. On the 4th and final map, players face the boss and his 2 minions. For defeating all of them, players get valuable prizes. If players want to claim additional rewards for the minions, they will need an event pass. The main event rewards are unique and can be obtained for free simply by completing and defeating the boss. However, if players want to receive additional rewards, they can purchase an event pass. So is this a second pass alongside the Pixel Pass? That might well be it. To unlock areas on maps and challenge the boss and his minions, players need event coupons. They get 1 coupon for 1 kill in any mode. If players want to fight less, they can obtain extra coupons by purchasing bundles and completing tasks in the task hub. So it is a free-to-play event, but also paid at the same time. So Pixel Pass and Event Pass. Not sure how I feel about this. Just monetizing more areas and putting some and a lot of the content behind a paywall. Do like the fact that we have 4 brand new maps being introduced, or 3 at least. That's going to be interesting. Obviously, I can read the words to you, but until we get hands-on, it might be a little bit confusing. The final information is map rotation, bug fixes, and transparency. Once they have the final list of bugs, they will share that. And then other information. Following the previous update, we continue to develop personal events and add more options to suit all kinds of players, letting them choose from various tasks and win more valuable rewards. We are adding the info about drop rates from lottery and clan chests. Hallelujah, we're adding the info about drop rates for lottery and clan chests, so you finally know how rare items are going to be. Again, they must be listening. They're listening to people complaining and the things that we don't like, and they're making changes. That's all we asked for. And that's all the information I have for you in today's video, just keeping you all updated. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. This isn't coming for 2 weeks' time, but at least you guys know what the next season and the next update is going to be.